Hi, my name is Frank Schaefer. I grew up in an evangelical home that then became an instigator of the religious right. My father, Francis Schaefer, in the 1970s and 1980s, did more than any man to try to weld the religious right to the agenda of the Republican Party. I was his nepotistic sidekick. I've spent the last 35, 40 years trying to undo the damage we did. After I changed my mind about both evangelical theology, biblical claims, and our nasty politics. Today, I am a grandfather of 5, a father of 3, pushing 70 years old, and very aware of the fact that 2020 is going to shape up as no other year in my lifetime. This is a year like 1914 in Europe on the cusp of World War I, and the destruction of Europe as it was then known. This is a year like 1935, when Hitler was preparing to launch World War II by invading Poland, and Britain stood on the cusp of war. In 2020, one of two things will happen. We will either destroy the Republican Party and send this verminous filth back to the dark from whence it came, this Trump-enabling group of sycophants and cowards. We will send Trump back to his tower to lick his wounds and probably instigate violence, which he most certainly will, calling out his armed, foolish conspiracy theorist minions, the same kind of people who sent pipe bombs to Democratic leaders, shoot up synagogues, and will run around killing a few of us probably in revenge for his loss that he will claim was somehow rigged or manufactured. But nevertheless, we will, in 2020, either restore him to another 4 years in the presidency, completely unhinged, with nothing there to stop him or moderate his paranoid sociopathy, or we will save this country. That's it. We are the French and the British and the Germans staring it down, approaching World War I. Will we destroy our equivalent of Europe and an entire generation, or won't we? Will we restore some credibility and honor to a country that now has a president that pardons a Navy SEAL war criminal, who, by the way, dishonors my son, who is a Marine, who fought in Afghanistan, and every other man and woman who ever put on a uniform in this country by his very presence and the war crimes he allegedly committed? Will we be a country that puts children in cages to celebrate the nativity of Jesus, who found no place to lay his head but a box of straw in a cave, in a manger? Or will we become once again an America that holds out some hope to the world that we are an evolving species with some endpoint wherein justice and right and truth mean something again? 2020 is the year we either stop the abomination called Trump and the Republican Party that has become his lickspittle cult, engineered in large parts by the filth known as Rupert Murdoch, who through Fox News has derailed the entire enterprise of Western politics up and into, including Great Britain with their Brexit, Boris Johnson, right-wing authoritarians in Hungary, and on and on and on. We have a choice. 2020 is a year of decision. Face it with courage. Resist. Stand up. The groper, the alleged rapist in the White House, must be stopped. We are on the brink of catastrophe, or on the brink of hope. Which way we go is entirely up to the vigor and the fire we can illuminate in our souls to bring justice and goodness out of injustice and darkness. Thank you. My name is Frank Schaefer.